The Japanese whaling fleet leaves the port of Shimonoseki at the start of its annual whaling expedition to the Antarctic.
I used to dream of going whaling in the Southern Ocean, so I'm very happy, and I hope to continue hunting whales for a long time.
Commercial whaling has been banned since 1986, but these whalers are part of a scientific hunt that they claim will help them obtain important data about whale populations.
We will encounter a lot of floating ice that could complicate our expedition, so good luck to all of you, and thank you.
The expedition will last for 5 months. In 2018, these Japanese ships captured 333 whales. The hunters killed the whales using powerful harpoons. Once the animal is slaughtered and its stomach contents examined to learn about its feeding habits, samples are sent to a public laboratory in Tokyo.
It's true that whales have been overhunted in the past. So to prevent this from happening again and to promote a balanced whaling program, we want to know the number of whales in the ocean as well as their ages. We want to know if their numbers are decreasing, or if they are increasing, if we can possibly hunt more of them.
The purpose of the research is to build a case for the resumption of commercial whaling. Japan insists that populations of some whale species that were endangered in the 1980s have recovered.
So these are the current status of whale resources. In the case of blue whales, the biggest whale species, the number has not yet been recovered yet. But in the case of other species, they are fully recovered already.
Japan has invested large sums of public money in scientific whaling and has given its results to the International Whaling Commission. But officials feel that the organization is refusing to listen.
At the last commission meeting, we found that Western people is opposing the resumption of commercial whaling, not because of scientific reason, nor legal reason, but simply they don't like the resumption of commercial whaling.
For campaigners, the whale has become a symbol for the battle to protect the world's oceans. Sea Shepherd, which was once at the forefront of anti-whaling campaigns, tried to block the Japanese whaling fleet. Amid collisions in the dangerous waters of the Antarctic, the group claimed the blockade saved 5,000 whales from Japanese harpoons. A member of Sea Shepherd, which is not allowed to operate in Japan, talked to us online.
We've had many arrests. Well, there's nothing scientific about killing a whale in that number. If you really want to do scientific research on whales, you don't have to kill 300 or 1,000 whales just to find out what they eat. You pretty much determine it after 2 whales. So what they do is they sell the whale meat as a byproduct of scientific research. But in fact, it's a clear cover-up for commercial whaling.
Japan is permitted to catch smaller species of whale, including dolphins and porpoises, along its own coastline because they're not covered by the global ban. These fishermen near Tokyo have caught 2 Baird's beaked whales this morning.
This one is 10.5 meters long.
Each of these whales produces between 5 and 10 tons of meat, blubber and skin, which is then sold on the domestic market. Their bones will be ground down and used to make fertilizer.
We're going to send this blubber to Hokkaido and other regions of northern Japan. People there use it to make soup.
I love whale meat. I took a day off work to come here. My wife asked me to buy 5 kilos. We're going to use it to make a tasty dinner while having a few drinks.
This buyer is an exception. These days, consumption of whale meat is about 2% of levels in the 1960s, when it was a popular source of protein. Every year, lobbyists hold a festival in Tokyo to promote whaling.
Consumption of whale meat is an important culinary tradition in Japan, but it's in decline because of the lack of availability. Whales have an important presence in Japanese culture and literature, so we hold this festival as a way of protecting traditional Japanese culture.
The event features a poetry competition, performances and music designed to appeal to people of all ages.
It reminds me when we were at school, when we were often given fried whale meat in the cafeteria. We used to think it was beef, so we were very excited.
For Japan, which imports large amounts of meat, whales used to be an important source of protein. Consumption may be low today, but Japan is determined to protect its right to hunt the behemoths of the ocean.